Stacy Stowers lived a life of never-ending discomfort and pain. Then she changed what she was eating. She wanted to transform her health. But could switching to healing raw foods change her life? Possibly, but not in the way you might think. Before we continue, take just a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so for most of her adult life, Stacy had viewed herself as an incubator for chronic illness and was dependent on others to care for her. And in her early 20s, she was diagnosed with acute coccidioidomycosis, or valley fever. The New York Times has referred to this as being the disease without a cure. Symptoms of the condition are reminiscent of the flu, with fever, chills, coughing, fatigue, joint pain, inflammation, and body aches. In time, daily life became frustratingly unmanageable. The good news is that she had a highly supportive spouse who was able to pick up the slack, and yet doctors had no answers. She was also diagnosed with fibromyalgia, a condition fraught with chronic pain, fatigue, sleep problems, and is often misdiagnosed as depression. The illness had literally taken control of her life. About to turn 40, she was bedridden, in severe discomfort, and dependent on a variety of pain medications, antidepressants, sleeping pills, coffee, and alcohol. Her teeth were becoming brittle, weak, and falling out. The situation was indeed dire. Then, things began to turn around when she and a friend visited a local raw food restaurant. She was skeptical, eating uncooked foods in the winter in Chicago. Up until now, all she knew were processed foods. But she became curious about the potential healing powers of raw foods. She would try anything at this point, and so Stacy attempted a raw food cleanse. With the help of a friend, she ate raw foods for a full week. And while she did not anticipate eating raw the rest of her life, after 10 days of no processed, junky foods, coffee, or alcohol, and only eating living fruits and vegetables, her health was reversing rapidly, and for the better. Pain-free and with a clear head and no more oppressive brain fog, she was beginning to feel alive again. The healing continued for the next year, both physically and emotionally. She became dedicated to maintaining an alkaline body chemistry. The foods she had eaten in the past caused her body to become very acidic. An acidic body chemistry manifests symptoms of pain, inflammation, and fatigue. Acids pull minerals from bones and teeth, which explained all her prior teeth troubles. She began to experiment with different raw vegan food preparations. Research online revealed the surprisingly delightful textures of creamy cashews and the delicious meatiness of walnuts. She bought a dehydrator and began inventing raw food recipes. One favorite is her signature chocolate green smoothie. As word traveled and more people became interested in Stacy's raw recipes, she knew she had found something that must be shared with the world. In 2009, she sold everything and decided to travel the country for a year to educate people about becoming raw vegan. Over the next few years, she continued to travel and knew it was possible to eat raw on any budget, virtually anywhere. And she wanted everyone to know that they, too, could find restored health through something as simple as eating foods that are active and alive. These days, she creates personalized healthy dishes for each family she helps, based on their favorite foods. From key lime pie to burgers to spaghetti and marinara, she has a knack for making healthier raw versions of well-loved old-time recipes. Stacy says, "You can see this in my popular cookbook. Eat raw, not cooked." More than anything, those past years provided an education. Now she is remarried and has a place to call home and feels much more balanced. And yes, she still thrives on personal connections with the people she meets and helps. There is so much she is thankful for and appreciative of in her life. She says, "Just a few years ago, I couldn't get out of bed, and now I'm energetic and thriving. I can't wait to start each day, and there are no words to describe how good that feels." This is yet one more story of how enzyme-packed and nutrient-rich raw living foods transform lives every day. Thanks for watching, and do take the time to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you here again next time.